name is Stephanie White Robinson, and my thematic unit is the Robinson's Growing Form. Well, what I did was, for my math calendar board, is I had a section for yesterday, today, and tomorrow, so the students could learn either today's date or yesterday's or today and tomorrow, or they can do it by the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I had a section for the clock where they could adjust the time or set the time on the clock. And I had a money section where they counted the money. It could change from day to day. Important dates such as holidays, or maybe something that was going on in the school for that week or that day. And also birthdays, so it's like important dates, events. There was also word problems. Word problems were really helpful. It was geared toward the second grade, and it covered a lot of things that they should know, such as numbers, operations, and quantitative reasoning, counting money, telling the date and the time. My math learning station was very fun. I called it the Christmas Math Center. It covered a lot of activities such as dice multiplication, where they rolled the dice and then they could multiply each dice and give the product. They also had a worksheet with that. The memory division, which I did like that one, was where you made the memory cards, and they had a division problem on the card, and they match the division problem. So if it was 2 divided by 6 and the answer was 3, then they had to find another one where the answer was 3. Or they could just do it separately and just turn the card over and answer it and then take the card. The last one was the Christmas word problems, and that they used like a little calendar. It was a folder game, and so the students would go through, for instance, maybe one of the problems would be, if today is December 12th, how many days is it until December 25th, which is Christmas? So they also learned a lot of different activities. This one, such as identifying the mathematics in everyday situations, or using data to describe events as more likely than, less likely than, or equally to. So this was a very active and fun activity that kept the students busy. Lastly, there was my science learning station, which I called the Form Learning Station. And it was pretty interesting because it had different animals and the weather, and they even got to plant plants, veggies, and we got to eat them in class, so that's even better. It had a food pyramid. The food pyramid was more basically where it was different categories, and the students would pick one of the cards, and whatever fruit it was, they had to put it in the correct category. And then also it showed them more about healthy eating and so forth. Monitoring the plant growth was where the students looked at the plant and they wrote it down. Okay, maybe it's sprouting today, or moist soil, nothing happened. So this was a good way of students learning how to plant and seeing the plants grow and what it takes to make them grow. I had a section with what am I, which was you would pick a card, and from that card you would tell if that particular animal was an omnivore or a carnivore or a herbivore. And it was pretty interesting because the students could recall what that particular animal ate. Lastly is, what is the weather like today? And I like it because not just picking the city and what the weather is in that particular city, but let's say you have a friend that lives in East Texas, Longview, or Las Vegas, and you want to know what the weather is like there. Or let's say you're going to visit and you want to know what the weather is like there. So this helped them learn to read the weather and find out where it is, where the city is located, and what the temperature is like. And that was the end of my thematic unit. Thank you.